Hello everyone, this is Dork for Kelso, and it is Dork for Comics time. So unfortunately I have nothing new for you this week. It was kind of sad. I like getting new stuff, but I can go through some of the things that we have been reading for a while. So the first is I got a trade paper of Rat Queens, and so if you read Rat Queens, this is volume 3. It has been out I think since about 2013, and this is an amazing story because it is the adventures of women in a medieval time and all of the crazy stuff they do, and they are not PC, okay? And the art is really great and colorful and fun, and I know that there's definitely some magic involved, and each of them kind of has their own role in their adventure party. And so this is Ed Brisson, and he did The Violent, and he's just really great. We love the things he does. So Brisson's on that, and so yeah, Rat Queens, check it out. I really like the trade papers for this. All right, let's see. I have 2 different James Bonds. My producer stole that very quickly because he's very excited to read it, and he's hoarding it behind the camera that you can't see. So I have 2 different James Bonds. I have a feeling that they're being really successful with these James Bond issues. And so I want to show you first, we have James Bond Eidolon. And I actually read number 10 last night, and this is number 11. I haven't cracked it yet. And Eidolon is a secret, a secret sect, and they're trying to take over the world, and, the normal James Bond kind of stuff. But this is Warren Ellis, and Warren Ellis does a great job of the Bond story. It's everything you'd expect. So if you're a James Bond fan like I have been for my whole life, you will love these comics. And then now we have a new story that is coming out at the same time, and so this is James Bond Hammerhead, and Hammerhead takes you on a different thing, and it's about weapons of kind of mass destruction type. And so in the first issue, he ends up kind of getting in trouble for doing the normal James Bond thing and screwing up the mission. And so he gets put on like babysitting duty at this big arms deal thing in Iraq or Saudi Arabia. He's somewhere over there. And of course some crazy stuff's gonna happen, and he meets the attractive woman that he's supposed to be watching, and we all know what happens with James Bond and attractive women. So I think that's gonna be really fun, and so those are great. And of course they're Warren Ellis, that's dynamite. Check those out. Next, from Image, we have Glitter Bomb, and this is number 3. Now this comic is definitely coming out at its own pace, and so I talked about this a while ago, and I don't really like that first image. Check it out. Here we go. I kind of like that. I know it's kind of about taking down the, taking down the upper class type, okay? One of those stories, okay? So, Glitter Bomb, that's good. Check that out. And next we have The Island, which if you've been following this, I have to get him in like the magazine boards because it's this gigantic comic book that's not quite a trade, and it's not quite a comic book, and it doesn't fit in anything normally. So that's my thing about The Island. I have not read this, but I always look at the art, and it is really cool, and I can't wait to pick this up because this is on number 12, okay? And so if you want to check that out, this is The Island. And yeah, it looks very like fantasy related. There's definitely some monsters, crazy creatures, some space things. Definitely some space things. Half of it goes black and white. The art changes, the artist change. There's different little short stories, and it's just a really eclectic book. So if you like eclectic, go with The Island. You will be fully satisfied. Alright, next we have No Mercy. This is also Image, Alex DeCampi. I have praised this many times before because I love this book. It's very modern and hip, brings in a lot of things that are happening now and culturally, politically, internationally. And I can't show you the first page. The second page. Okay, that's better. The other ones are at your discretion only if you want to dive into this very mature comic. Artwork wonderful. I do like the covers have been kind of all over the place, and you never know what you're going to expect. It's not like a set theme or a set art style. It changes all the time, so it keeps you thinking. And so I've talked about that before, so you can check out No Mercy. Next we have Chimichanga, the world's worst, the star of the world's worst face is Eric Powell, and he's doing some crazy stuff with a bearded lady. They're definitely going to be in a traveling circus, and there's going to be all kinds of crazy creatures, and they are going to go on crazy adventures. So there's the bearded lady, the world's worst face, as he would put it. Okay, so that's Chimichanga. Dark Horse and Eric Powell. Eric Powell's putting on all kinds of fun stuff. If you really want to get a good laugh, mature laugh, you would like this. Okay, got a few more. We have Cannibal, which I think is also coming out kind of slow. I don't think I've seen this in a while. I mentioned it looks like an alcohol bottle. I thought that was kind of interesting. The Southern Original Cannibal. Cannibal is very obvious. It is about cannibals. All right, so no hiding it there. No twists or turns. But it goes into the story of this cannibal, and it's down in the South. You got your alligator, your country people. Okay, so that's Cannibal. Got two more fun ones for you. One from Aftershock. Another Warren Ellis. So the two James Bonds were Warren Ellis, and then we got another one from Warren Ellis. And this is Aftershock, and they have just been shooting out the comics. They're coming up with all kinds of stuff, and I'm really excited this publisher came into being, because they've been producing some great things. And Shipwreck is about some guy that's shipwrecked, I guess, and he kind of knows who he is, and he's definitely done some bad stuff. Like, this is all really gory. Gory. There's something not very gory. But it's very, I like the art. It's very, like, it's detailed but simplistic at the same time, if that makes any sense. Like, it's not overwhelming, but it's really, really pretty and subtle at the same time, and that's what I really like about this book. So if you want to keep supporting Aftershock Comics, because they're putting out some great stuff, definitely pick up Shipwreck. And last but not least, we have Sons of Anarchy Redwood Original. So if you read the first series of Sons of Anarchy, it kind of went more off of the TV show, if you watched the TV show. And this is actually going into the story about how they came to be. So it kind of covers what the show didn't. So I think that's fun. And so if you're a fan of Sons of Anarchy, you have to pick up this from Boom, and it's the Redwood Originals. And it's going to give you all that fun background information that the show and the comic book all kind of always alluded to, but didn't really give you a lot of detail on. And so they've come into the comic book to really give you a lot of that. And so, yeah. Also, I want to mention that if you enjoy, watching my videos and things, you should definitely go check out Alex the Comic Hoarder. All right, he is doing some really fun things, and he likes a lot of the same stuff I do, like the indie stuff, but he also hits some really good Marvel and DC stuff that I may or may not get to ever. And also, he does Funko Pops, which, if you see the wall behind me, I love Funko as well. And so I want to show you my fun find I actually found today. And I finally got a Punisher Thunderbolts. So I'm super excited about this Punisher, and I've actually almost finished the set. I now have a Spider-Man 2099, a Punisher, a Black Suit Spider-Man, and I'm working on the Venom. So yeah, I thought I'd share that with y'all if you were interested. And as usual, if you need absolutely any suggestions or have comments and concerns, please leave them in the comments below. Also, anything I didn't mention is going to be in the description. And don't forget, go check out Alex the Comic Book Hoarder, and I will see y'all next week. Peace out, dorks.